How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to accomplish anything that you desire. If you want to become somebody that moves forward and expands into their positive light, this is going to be the episode for you, because we're going to talk about the mindset you need to make that shift. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath, but this one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if you enjoy this message or you find something impactful, if you're on Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only do I appreciate the comments because it helps me feel connected to you, but somebody else might give those a look, and that might be the deciding factor in why they listen to the episode. So I'm so thankful, and I appreciate you doing that. Also, my goal is to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that would be with you. So if you find something that resonates with you and you know somebody that you believe that it would be helpful to them, sharing it would be so impactful. So thank you so much for doing that. Now let's dive into today's message. So how do you become this person that attracts positive energy, that can manifest and become a different version of yourself? We see belief is key. We receive based on our belief. See, you might know the way. You might logically know how to make more money or know how to be a positive person. In fact, you may even give people the advice that is beneficial. Like you're able to give them advice on their life that is helpful. But yet for you, you know that you are not aligned with it. This is where I think about this saying, do as I say, not as I do. You see, as you do is as you are, and to know and to not do is to not know. And so where in your life do you know, but you don't do? That act of not doing is robbing you of the frequency that you deserve. See, belief comes from the actual doing of something. When you know that if you wake up at a certain time, exercise, eat well, reflect, journal, write, explore, expand, research. If you know that if you do those things every single day, you will level up, and then you choose not to do it, that's worse than not knowing. Because what you're telling the universe is that even though I know these things, I do not want these things, because I am not using the vessel that I was given, the mind that I was given, to get myself energetically aligned with those thoughts. When you create the future you, or where you envision something that you want to achieve, but then you only leave it at that step, you are telling the universe to keep it that way. You are telling yourself to keep it that way because you are the observer and creator of your experience. So you are the same as the energy that would allow you to have it. No more can you not align yourself with action. When you create that future version of yourself, or when you know what to do to achieve a certain thing, you have to take action on it when the time comes. So when tomorrow comes and you know that waking up early, doing an exercise routine, and reflecting would be beneficial for you and you choose not to do it, what are you telling yourself? What are you going to believe about yourself? And what are you telling to the world, the universe? You're telling it that no matter how much you learn, no matter how much information is given you, you're not going to change. And so what happens when people do this, they continue the quest for knowledge, but they don't do the quest for expansion, which is the activity part, the movement part, the action part. You will keep getting more and more information. You will then start getting information overload. You'll listen to this podcast, this book, this YouTube channel, this mastermind, this class, this influence. You will keep getting information because the universe knows you like information. You just don't like to change. You don't like to become what it is that you're studying. So it makes sure that that's the rate that continues because everything is expanding. If you are staying still, you're expanding in the stillness. If you are expanding your mind, you're expanding in the mental. But if you're expanding your soul, your energy, then you're expanding in the physical. You're moving based on the knowledge that you learned. So if you want to expand in a positive way, have the positive thought, whether that's the thought about your future, who you're going to become, what you're going to achieve, what you're going to have, who you're going to influence. Then understand that the way future you thinks about those things, and then bring that into the now. And then no matter what, make the choice to follow the thought with the proper action. When you continue to do that, the belief starts to happen. The belief within you that that is now who you are. You prove to yourself that that is now who you are when it becomes difficult, when the motivation is gone, when nobody is supporting you, when it's the hardest to do, yet you do it anyways. If you're going to do something, no matter what, even when the circumstances are against you, you will believe that that's you. When you tell people that I am a millionaire and I receive millions of dollars a year, you tell your boss that your goal is to become a millionaire and receive millions of dollars a year, and you want the position, or you're willing to do whatever in your position that will lead you to the next one. When you tell your friends that you're that, and then you tell them, hey, if you know any avenues, I'm willing to take it. And then you're telling yourself that, and then you're building your business, you're expanding your network, and you're doing all these things. What do you think you'll believe about yourself? You will believe that you are a millionaire and you receive millions of dollars a year, and then it will happen. The same is true with health. If you say that I am healthy and I make healthy choices to yourself, and then every time you go to a restaurant, you decide and make a healthy choice. Every time it's time to work out, you decide to make the healthy choice. When you're around certain people or anybody, you tell them that I am healthy and I make healthy decisions, and you decide, and then you make the choice so that you're proving it to everything around you and within you. What do you think that you will believe about yourself? You will believe that you are healthy and you make healthy decisions. If you believe and you say that I am love and I live in love and light, and everybody knows that that's your saying, and then everybody constantly sees you practicing it, no matter what is going on externally, they see you practicing the stillness, they see you practicing the love, they see you giving the light, what do you think you will believe about yourself? You will believe that you are love and you live in love and light. Belief comes from the action aligned with the thought. That's how this works. It does not work any other way. You cannot think your way into a new experience. You cannot envision your way into a new experience. You have to be willing to do the physical action. That's why we live in a material physical experience. The physical, the delay, meaning you have to do the action to make your ability to receive it expand, is the gift. Without this physical buffer, any negative thought you'd have, you would manifest that immediately. And you see, we are working on our ability to level up. We're working on our ability to focus on positive when negative happens. We are not, I believe, in the situation where we need to be in a physical free area, because we would just continue to attract negative, 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 negative. That momentum would be so powerful because there'd be no delay. You see, you could be having a good day and have negative thoughts, and the negative things don't come till later. There's a delay. You still have a chance to challenge those thoughts. You still have a chance to override what it was you were manifesting. And the flip side of that's true as well. When you're struggling, when things are hard and you start having those positive thoughts, the positive thing's not going to appear immediately, because belief takes a while. It takes a while to believe that you will do it regardless. It takes a while for the universe to believe that you will do it regardless. And the universe won't believe it before you believe. So time is necessary, but time is a gift. Use it. You already know enough. Of course, continue to read positive things. Continue to do positive research. Hopefully continue to listen to this podcast. But you do not need more of it to become who it is that you desire to be. You need more action in alignment with it to become who it is that you desire to be. So let's set our focus. Let's create a positive vision, positive thoughts, and then act in alignment with those positive things. That way we can become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on your current situation and how you can use it to fuel the future. How you can use action to create belief and become what it is that you desire. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you listen to this episode and you realize that you are struggling with these things, you want to become someone that follows through with action in alignment with higher self, this is what I do. I'm a mindset coach. I help people make the shift to become the version of themselves that they know they can be. We build the positive version. We build the mindset that that version of you would have. And then we bring that into the day, the week, so that you can constantly do the little steps that allow you to believe that that's who you are, so that you can receive as that version does. If you want to know more information about this program, you can reach out to me via Instagram, or there's a link down below. If you fill it out, I'll reach out to you directly and we can talk about how this might be the program for you. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.